In all of life there is a rhythm. All things living carry out this tune. You have to understand how things are up here. In all of life there is a rhythm. All things living carry out this tune.
Cancer, how you doing? Sorry, I had to just check my notes just to make sure I was doing the right sign. How you doing, Cancer? So here's to do your June reading for you. We're gonna, I've got some channel messages, and then we go over the cards. Please make sure that you stay towards the end or middle, as where I'll explain a lot of things that are changing with the channel if you are interested in the music, and also certain things that are happening over on Patreon. Okay, so the first thing that I heard for you was surrogate mother, becoming a surrogate mother or a superhuman. There seems to be some kind of like supernatural being around you or something. Or a being that is like busybody. I'm also picking up like busy bees, we're busy bees. It's a little bit like nurseries, reading nursery rhymes or doing nursery rhymes, or there's something to do with like rhyming or nurseries, which is a lot to do with like babies, because I'm picking up that there's like a surrogate mother or someone who's been searching for this surrogate mother or their father, and it's like I need to know the rights to, like, what are my rights with something, because I'm picking up like legal rights, and what are my legal rights if I do something. It's a little bit like a correctional, being corrected in certain ways. Okay, but they're definitely, I'm going to stick with those first ones, which was surrogacy. But I picked up min or animal. So something to do with mini could be another Cancerian, because I'm definitely picking up. If you've got anything to do with a Gemini, there could be something to do with a carburetor or a ticking. But or being ticked off. Also ticking something, like having it on tick. It's like, okay, I've got this big thing and we're having it on tick, which is pretty much pay as you go. So it's like pay as you go, pay as you go, pay as you go. But I'm also hearing like a ticket, like a hitch, also hitch, like so I'm seeing like a caravan being like a hitch. But here, if you get hitched, that's like married and things like that. So there, for some of you, it can be like getting hitched and future wedding plans and all this kind of stuff. But some of this is a hitch that I'm seeing, like a caravan hitch, and it's like just like hitching a ride as well. Because I'm hearing like the song "Caravan of Love," "Caravan of Love," or carry on. But again, surrogate mother. But I also picked up animal. Animals in the zoo. So you could have something to do with a Leo, but I don't know why I'm seeing these like nurseries as well, or like because I'm picking up an auntie as well. Like this is either like a playground, or it's like a place where there's like loads of children, and it's like looking after children, or a surrogate animal maybe, or it could actually just be a Leo, but an animal I'm picking up. Like, so it can be a zoo, like a zookeeper, or I'm your keeper. Like trying to keep someone from, I don't know why I'm picking up this energy around you if someone's trying to keep you from something. Yeah, like trying to keep you from finding out something. And I don't know where that energy's coming from, Cancer. So we're going to move on. But something to do with like surrogacy and a mother or a dog and an animal and a zoo. And it all seems to be, for some of you it's different. But obviously it won't be all of that, unless it is, and that's why it's a zoo, okay? I'm also picking up like a kazoo, like one of those kazoos, I don't know why. But a kazoo, they're saying a kazoo or a zoo. It's like a farmyard animal. Also, I don't know why I keep picking up like these animals or zoos or like these. Can you remember those old, like trying to put the pieces together when we were kids? You used to have a shape and you kind of like pick the shape up and it's got like a little thing on it. And you pick it up and it goes, well, which one does this go in? And you're like, that one, no, that doesn't fit. And it's like, where does that one go? And it's like, I'll put that one in that one. It's like, oh, that doesn't fit either. And that's why I'm picking it up on, like, there's a lot to do with like children or somewhere where you work. Okay, for some of you. So I'm also picking up, like trying to put the pieces together and pick the pieces up and put them back together about trying to find some kind of like surrogacy of mother or father. And there might still be some kind of like residual energy around trying to find out what that is, or some of you did find that out. Okay, because I think we was kicking on that kind of thing through May, and I am only sort of mid-May as I'm doing these readings for June. So this is for June though. But I'm picking up Juno, Juno, which was you see, I think that's what's kicking it off. The film Juno, right? And she was the carrier of a child, wasn't she, in that film? And there was another woman that actually wanted to like have a child, but she couldn't, so she was looking for a surrogate mother that was Juno, right? And that's what they're saying. Do you know? Do you know that there's a Juno out there? That there is a donor out there? There's some kind of like donation or donor out there that we can kind of like possibly have child together of like someone that can donate some kind of like from the women or from the men, or there's a surrogate mother that someone's looking for, or they're actually searching for their paperwork to do with who is the right of a specific child, which could be like what do you call that when a child's not yours and it's someone else's, but adoption, like an adoption agency or an agency that deals with like children and all that kind of thing, right? So I'm picking up surrogacy. So for some of you, you would physically be a literal cancer, and it is to do with like children and stuff that you might be giving birth and stuff like that. And there could be someone that's like a superhuman nanny, because I picked up a nanny. You could be a nanny as well. But for some of you, this is kicking on the timeline of like trying to find, or that you did find that out, and sorry, that some of you could well be looking into. They're saying donations for some reason. They keep giving me loads of different messages, and they're not for everybody. So it's either donations, or it's like looking for a surrogate mother or father, or it's a nanny that you have, or a nan, and that's your main person that is, you know, classed as your surrogate. The person that's most important to you is like an auntie or a nan. And then for some of you, it's possible that you could be looking into an adoption agency of actually adopting a child, or that you live somewhere and you have an ex-partner or a new partner or partner, and they have a child, and you are with this person, but it's not your physical child, and you're possibly looking into adopting this child. But I don't know why I keep picking up like a dog, like an animal, like someone's got an animal, physical animal, and they treat it like their child, and it's like, no, this is my baby, this is my dog, and it goes everywhere with this person, and it's like attached to them, to the hip. attach, you see, because I'm picking up like hatch or a catch, like there's a catch to it. Or like catchphrase. It's a catchphrase is a bit like what I do, really. It's a catchphrase, and as a phrase comes by, I need to catch it, and I'm like, I've caught the drift of that one. Okay, hitch. But again, like hitching, like, because I'm picking up a caravan for some reason, and that we need to move everything. So everything has to go, even my surrogate animals and my dogs and my cats and the zoo of everything, and my farmyard animals, everything else. And we need to put it all into this like horse box or something, and then physically like move everything. So if you are moving, because it seems to be coming up through the few readings that I've got through so far, for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so it would relate to, that some are physically like the go ahead, and we're moving, and we've got to put everything in this caravan and then hitch it onto a car and then get going. And then if you've got anything to do with the Gemini, there could be like this ticking, because they're saying that there could be a ticking. And in their extended reading, they had Cancerian, which is actually you, and then something else that was relating to that could be to do with a car journey and ride. Okay, now that ended up in the channel messages was a ticking. So be careful of your cars. Make sure that you check them for oil and all that kind of thing, to make sure that it doesn't break down if you are going on like an extensive journey. Because there could well be, I mean, this is obviously channeled messages of advice. I did pick that up in the extended for gentlemen. So, and I didn't say to them to make sure that you check your car before you go. Okay, make sure that you've got everything, don't leave anything behind, because they're definitely saying that a lot of you are physically like going to pack everything up into this big van or something, and you're off, you're out, you're gone, there it is, we're packing everything up into a van, and we're physically moving town or state. Okay, a lot of you. And it is to do with like animals for some of you, which would be, I don't know why I'm connecting animal with Gemini, but Leo, but animals. I'm picking up like a lot of animals. Like I even picked up like a llama. Does anybody have a llama? Or a llama, like a car alarm, or a llama? Lana Del Rey. But oh, that's a good artist, right? But Alana or Elaine. I'm also picking up Elaine Page, or Elaine. Page brides and page boys and page girls for some of you that could be getting hitched or married. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. So what I want to do is, if you'll just grab your attention just very quickly, I've changed things up over Patreon because I'm more than likely going to have to go back to work in June. And in order to keep my energy levels high and be able to get everybody proper readings and channeled stuff, I've changed the Patreons now. So this specific reading will be your general monthly overview for May, okay? And then you versus them, how do they feel about you, loads of other things that I have listed over Patreon will be on the tier that has always remained still open, which a lot of people have still subscribed to, and I really do appreciate that because that has been helping me out a lot as well, okay? But now what I want to do is focus more on that tier. If people just want to stick with the $5 reading, this one will go to there. But all of the other stuff that I do, it will only go over to the tier 2. Now, if they don't come out on YouTube, there will only be private ones that I literally just have time to do a full set of readings, full channel messages, no cutting, no uploading 2 different lots of videos. A lot of stress, a lot of energy that I have to put into that can be reserved and then actually given over as proper readings, full extended readings that go on to tier 2. Okay, you will also get music and stuff if you like the music that I do. The MP3 or the WAV file will go on there, so you'll have the music if you want to download that and put it on MP3 players. Also, everything, pretty much everything will go on to tier 2 if you want that. Okay. What else? And then I will also, if you're just interested in the music by any chance, because I'm going to do a lot to do with that. I've got loads of ideas, and I've really been working on a lot of music. If you like those, and you just want access to the music and MP3, I am kind of like working on that now. But what I thought I would start off doing is that I would just do a separate tier on Patreon. And if you just want to join and you just want that, it'll be like $1 or $2 or $3. It won't be much. And it'll be for the whole month, and you can download the music and things like that and keep up to date with that if you want that besides. But if not, and you're on tier 2, you get that anyway, okay? And all the tarot card readings. But they will be ones that do not come out on YouTube because it's a lot for me to keep putting on here and then putting... It's just so much. And if my work does pick up, I would rather reserve that energy and just do like full readings. So let's see, so for Cancer, sorry after all that, I hate having to do all this. There you go, Cancer. So there's the journey, there's the ride. I have to do that on every video. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, people are going to be like, oh, bro, listen, I've heard all that 1,000 times. That's what I'm saying. If I could just go straight to Patreon, I don't have to keep explaining to everybody. Okay? Because I'll be able to swear and whatever on those. But the journey, the ride, the spiritual ride, this is Come Join the Joyride. So going with or without parents, but it's going, whatever it is, if you're involved with another Cancerian or something, it's either here or there. It's here, there or nowhere, but whatever it is that we are going and we are leaving. So if you want to come with us and join the Joyride, then you're going to have to sort out your arrangements and everything else because Cancerian is moving on and forward. Okay, now if you're moving on away from people and you are physically going, then you're packing all your stuff up. You've got it all on your hitch, on the back of your truck, and it's all there. And if you want your family or your people to come with you, then the people come with the people, but it's follow the people. We are the people, M people. We are M people. What was that? What did they sing? M people. Let's see, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for June. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for June. I'm seeing loads of people like following you, Cancer, or you are following them. If your family are going, you're like, yeah, bro, I'm out. Let's just pack everything up and let's go. let's just pack everything up and go. Some of you, it could well just be a holiday, you know. I do know that a lot of, I mean, we're going into phase 2, so get ready for that one. But again, in Britain, we're all like, yeah, no, you can hopefully in June all go back to school. Now, some of them I'm hoping not, because I personally don't think that it's time for us to go out there yet. But they are saying in Britain that it is, and a lot of it might be like, no, we just need a break and a holiday. But I don't think that's going to be possible, to be honest. So you've got Aries and you've got the Three of Swords. So these are been coming out through readings, Gemini and Pisces. Well, not Pisces because I haven't done it. Could be a Piscean. But again, let's follow me down though. Follow me, but down. It's like I need you to follow me, but where are we going? Because it's going to be heartbreaking in order to be able to leave this behind. If we truly have to leave people behind or leave this behind, then we're going to have to do it. Because we can't stay stuck. We have to move on. There's a lot of like, we're going to have to move on with the relationship. So if you're in a relationship, you're just moving on in the relationship, but you might be physically like at a distance and moving. Okay, but I definitely pick up for a lot of you, the stronger messages are that, you know, we can't stay stuck anymore. We are literally just packed everything up. We're just about to go. So the reason why we're going is because it's going to be heartbreaking in order for us to leave. Now, if this is a relationship, someone's trying to break away from that third party relationship thing. They're just trying their best to get so. They're trying not to put their feelings into consideration. They're trying to hold their feelings back, which is generally really good for a lot of people, you know. Is to not have so deep understanding feelings, is to put those aside. And sometimes you have to use your brawn or your masculine side in order to make that decision to get everyone to follow you. Okay, so there's a lot of like, follow me. But this can also be a chasing and running. You see, Cancerian card is a 7, and that is a chasing and running card. 7 is to me. Okay, so it's like, well, chase me, you know, are you coming? Let's see. 3. See, Gemini, they had 3 everywhere, same cards, but not here, but 3 3s. Well, 2 3s, but they did. There's a lot of like, I'm very unsure which way we go, because we're going to have to leave it behind. You can't stay stuck with 3. If you're in a third party relationship, there's a lot of force to be reckoned with, which is an Aries. Sorry, it's really hot. We're having a heat wave in the UK at the moment. A force to be reckoned with, which is the Aries. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Because this is going to hurt. Because this is going to be... Let's see. It's crunch time is what they're saying. This is crunch time. Crunching numbers, facts and figures, crunching them. It's like this car as well. There could be an old car. If you've got an old car, anybody, it might be for the crunch time, where it's like we're going to have to like buy a new car or a new van or something, because I definitely heard a ticking in the Gemini reading, okay, and it might be crunch time where someone's like, well, we just can't avoid this any longer now, we're going to have to make a decision and get another car. Okay, wow, my nose is bewitched. 3, oh really, how on earth can you guys get 333? Really? Wow. I mean, you do realise that the mark of the devil is 661, right? But 333, someone wakes up at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Roger Waters has done a very good song called 3 a.m. I would advise people to listen to it, okay? But Roger Waters has done a song called 3 a.m. And it was a truck journey ride, and a calf is like, hi, do you want a cup of coffee? Sure. Okay, I think it was 3 a.m. It was off that album anyway, but it was called 3 a.m. I'm sure. But if not, I can remember the song that I do like off that album, Radio, I forget what it was called, Radio something by Roger Waters, as when he left Pink Floyd. Well, he's always part of Pink Floyd, really. I suppose. I'm not getting into a discussion about that one. If you're Roger, I was always a David Gilmour fan, really, as well. But again, I mean, I love Pink Floyd. But again, it was a journey, and it was a truck journey, and it was like a stop-off calf, and it seems to be like a stop-off point. I don't know why they're saying like a stop-off point. There's a point to be made that someone's trying to constantly make a point of reoccurring, doing the same old. It's going around and around and around and around. If it's a person, then they're going around and around and around, bruv. They are. I mean, if you're attached to a person, they're going from 3 to 3 to 3. They are. They're going from round 1. Well, round 3. They're going for round 3. You know, someone didn't get knocked down in the first or the second and they want to go again. So if you are attached to a third-party relationship, they're getting around. I'm sorry, but that's what I heard. Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah, round, round, woo. Sorry, I don't know who it is, but I mean, it might not even be like that nature. It just could be that someone gets around quite a lot, like they're like around here and they're around that person, they're around this person. Now, if that's in a relationship, then they're getting around. But if they're not getting around that way, then they're just getting around. They're doing the rounds, man. It's no way. I'm trying to sugarcoat it. I can't pick anything up any different than 3s. I've never had 3 3s come out in one go. That is a drama triangle right up to the 9s. Someone's put themselves right in it. They have. They've put themselves right in it. Right in the middle of something. It's coming from an Aries energy, really, because that's you, Cancer, right? And I'm picking up that this person here, Aries, if you're cross-watching, it's best not to listen, or whoever it is in everybody's business, okay? They're in the schools. They're in the educational, going through the system, trying to find everything out, trying to find out this thing about this 3 actions and waiting, and then the 3 of why someone's getting hurt and betrayed. But there's a lot of betrayals and like trials. It's a trial, man. This is a court journey, a trial. This is a trial. Someone being asked to stand up in court. That's what I'm saying. Someone got caught with their pants down, or someone is in everybody's business, or it is a court attorney. It is an attorney. An attorney. An eternity ring is also what I'm hearing. Like an eternity ring? Eternity ring? A promise? A wish? Whoa, Geminis, they had a death wish. That might be where that death wish is coming from. Or was it Taurus? Can't remember. You have to cross-watch. But I had a death wish, and that might be where... See, when I get to the end of all the 12, that's where I'm like, that's where all of those messages seem to fit into place. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, right? But through that, I had death wish. Now, the death wish, well, it's definitely present in this reading. It's a wish and a promise that... Man... Because this person is going through the system. Who am I doing it for? Cancer. Oh, sorry, that's the person that kept stealing my Cancerian video. And I said through the last part of my May that person had actually probably got caught and stopped uploading that one Cancerian video that was Fatal Attraction, and that was done in March. And lo and behold, a week later, he's made a load more accounts and still uploading that same one video. Oh, dear, bruv. Don't you know when you're going to get caught? Don't you know when you're going to get caught, bruv? I mean, keep doing it. I mean, you do what you like, bruv. I can't stop you, but I can get it took down. Trust me. And you'll just have your accounts took down. That's all. But someone is definitely having something took down, and it could be their... Someone's going to get caught with their pants down, is what they've said. They are caught. Going to court. I caught you. I caught you doing it. Finally, I caught you doing it. Somebody caught somebody doing something that they shouldn't. Whatever this is, Cancerian, I really don't know. Okay, but if you've put yourself into a situation that is ingrained into your head now, where it's like, well, I thought I was in something, but I really don't know, but now I kind of like starting to really understand that I really am in the thick of this. Now, you're in the thick of a third-party drama triangle of spiritual awakening, pretty much. That's the chasing and the running. The giver, the receiver, the giver, the receiver. The receiver of scapegoat, victim, aggressor, victim. They turn their back, they stop giving you attention, you want it back. They give you it, they stop giving it, you give it, pay attention to someone else, blah, blah, blah. Trust me, that 7-year cycle took me to get out of that drama triangle from my first awakening. After having like nearly 50 awakenings, yeah, that's when I started talking to dead people, bruv. Being a medium and channel messages. But through that first experience of going through that took me 7 years. 7 years. Life path number as well. But 7 years to get out of that drama triangle. It just went around and 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 around. Oh man, it took me a long time to get out of that. It is. And yeah, it's present. It's definitely present. Because what you're living is in the present tense, you see. You're living in the present tense of things being, going to karmic trade. I'm also hearing trading places. Randolph, I thought I'll buy that for $1. But yeah, trading places. Someone's trading on the stock market or something as well, possible. But like trading, or Tracy, or betraying. See, someone is betraying. They're going outside of the bond of what people originally see as a relationship. When you're spiritual and you're going through a third party drama triangle, you've got yourself in that bind. Because I don't know why I'm picking up that some people were kind of aware of this going on. Like, sort of. But now they're realising, or you will realise, that during June, that a lot of you could well be portrayed by love, relationship, partner, dog, fish, cat, I don't know, anybody. But again, you could well be betrayed. Which is, I tried not to, but I got tempted. Some of you, it is a physical, like having to go to court or school or the government, the what do they call that? Not the government, but there was a name that was coming up. So I'm picking up on Gumtree as well. Stay away from Gumtree, bruv. Wow, Gumtree. But like, I don't know why it's like someone puts themselves up for sale, like Alexa sale, or like I put myself up for sale, or I put myself up for rent. I really don't. I'm picking up quite a very strange vibe. Rent. There's like someone like, oh dear, somebody gets around. I mean, if I'm, I'm a biased opinion. People can do whatever they like, but I'm definitely hearing that someone gets around quite a lot, and this could be. I mean, what do you call it in America when you jaywalk? Is that when you just literally cross the road? I mean, I don't know. I'm completely oblivious to what on earth jaywalking is. I've seen it on films and thought, why on earth are you arresting that person walking across a bypass or a road? Listen, bruv, we can walk up as wherever we want in the UK. But, like, I always thought jaywalking was someone that's on the side of the road and they're doing that and they levelled their thumb, Jim Morrison, but they're looking for people to come and pick them up. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know why I'm picking up that very weird vibe that somebody, like, I mean, they either rent out their services or they're servicing something that they shouldn't, So I don't really know where that's evolving or where it's coming from. Sorry, I'm freaked out a little bit, Cancer. Not freaked out. It's just that when you get these messages, you kind of like, and you hear them, and you're like, well, I've literally on here, and I've got to like express all of this to people. Because it might not mean that, but I'm definitely getting a strange vibe. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go on with the rest of your reading. This will be over, like I said, on the $5 tier, this one. Okay, all of the ones after that, there will be some things that come out on YouTube, pretty much like, I don't know, something else to do, pick a card or dailies or something else, but I can focus a lot of my energy and get a lot more done when I can just upload one video, okay? What I thought I would try just for a little while is to just put that on the the tier 2, okay? But I will inform patrons about that if you're over on Patreon. I really do appreciate a lot of your support. If you want a personal reading, you can reach out from the Show More section along with where everything else is. Okay, the music, like I said, there will be a lot more coming out with music-wise, live productions, things like that, things to sell, places that I've got to look at. But also that will be over on this tier 2 and also a separate tier if you just want to join that for the music. Okay, and thanks very much, and I'll hopefully catch you over on the other side, Cancer.